Hello, guys. Sorry about that. There was literally no warning that that disconnect was coming. The game was fine. The visuals were fine. It wasn't blurry like it was last night. And then all of a sudden, I saw that it started spinning a little circle of doom thing on my on the screen on my laptop. That let me know I was going to get disconnected. So the only pitch anybody's missed was a ball down and in to Alvin Dark. I'll give one more minute here. The nation of one can enter, of course. I don't think Big Clue is here to assault you. So I think it's okay if you show up. I got to get somebody out here next week though to take a look at the connection because now I've really kind of had a off and on Wi-Fi connection for the past few days since that storm. So I don't know if something has to be reset or whatever in the house. But we'll get that looked at. I can't go having playoff games getting cut off here on the Wi-Fi. All right, we got 6 watch now, so I'm assuming anybody who was watching the old stream is now into the new one. So we'll get this game back going again. In the top of the 8th, man on second, Ernie Broglio dealing with Alvin Dark. 2-2 the count as Broglio deals with him. Hey, Tim, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Broglio deals. Fastball misses up high. It's 3-2. The count is full. Willie Mays is on deck. Big pitch here from Broglio. High pop-up. Shallow into right field. Hornsby's under it. Puts it away, and that's a big out. Throw to third. There was no reason the runner was going anywhere, though. Hornsby just felt like throwing. All right. So now, we have MV in the house. We actually have a Giants fan in the house. So I can let MV take a little well, this is really more a matter of Cardinals management than MV managing. That's true. Not like you're doing anything for Willie Mays. If you're the Cardinals here, do you walk? Ott and McCovey are so good. I know you can walk Mays and then bring a lefty in to face Ott. But I just think you're playing a little bit. I mean, you're playing dangerously. This Giants lineup is just so good. You have no real way of dealing with it. Mays does give you the force opportunity if Ott puts one on the ground, though. When Segrist is ready, probably should have had Hrabosky warm up for instead. I mean, Segrist has been all right. I'm just trying to think if it makes sense to put Mays on in this spot. All right, Dwayne and Tim, as neutral observers, what are your thoughts in this situation for the Cardinals? Because I'm kind of torn about this one. You can either let Broglio pitch to Mays and try to get him, or you can let Broglio intentionally walk Mays, put it at first and second, which would set up the force, and then bring in Segrist here to face Ott or McCovey. I mean, you wouldn't walk Ott, obviously, so he'd be facing Ott. So it's basically if you want Broglio to pitch to Mays, or Broglio walks Mays, and then you bring in Segrist to pitch to Ott. I don't think the only other option here is, let me sit Haynes. I really should have had Hrabosky warm for this spot because he's been so good. He hasn't allowed a hit to a lefty yet. So, I mean, I can see if he can be warmed up. If he's warmed up fast enough by the time Broglio does the intentional walk to Mays, if that's what we decide, and then we do the mound visit, that may get Hrabosky warm enough. If Hrabosky's warm enough, Hrabosky would come in to face Ott. But one of the lefties would come in to face him. I'll defer to pitch to Mays. Ott's been a killer. All right, that's fair. And then if Mays gets on, then you can bring in Hrabosky to pitch. All right, so Broglio is going to deal with Mays here. Huge spot in this game. Mays is 1 for 3. Fastball on the outside corner. Good starting pitch from Broglio. Takes a peek at Koff at second. That fastball is away. It's 1-1. And apologies that signal cut out. Hopefully anybody who was watching this very good ball game is being able to check in here. Slider swung on and missed by Mays. It's 1-2. So Broglio 1 strike away from getting out of it. Slider there, misses down and away. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. And he gets him with a fastball inside corner at the knees. Beautiful pitch from Ernie Broglio to fan Willie Mays. Terrific work from Broglio there. We head to the bottom of the 8th in St. Louis. Giants still lead it 2-1. Tim Keefe still on the hill. Keefe has only needed 72 pitches to get through 7, even on 3 days rest. That's a low pitch count. Boyer is 0 for 2. First pitch fastball in for a called strike. Right, you don't need 2 lefties there. That there's no reason for. So if you're the Giants, Holland's been your closer. Kozlov was already warmed up. Boyer, Langford, Collins. The Cardinals have bats of both sides on their bench. Kozlov has been pretty good in the postseason. He had 1 bad outing, but other than that, he's been all right. But you've got Romo and Montgomery. I kind of feel like you don't need Holland as of yet. Romo and Montgomery, neither one has allowed anything as of yet. All right, so MV, I'm going to sit Holland for now since he's been the closer. So I'll prep Holland for the ninth. So Kozlov will be your lefty warming up. I know you don't want Felix Rodriguez. I've heard you rail on him enough. Do you care whether you want Romo or Montgomery to take Holland's spot in the bullpen as of now? Romo, all right, you got it. So Holland will sit. Get Romo warming. Keep Kozlov. Kozlov is already ready. So you have him if you need him. Again, Keefe is rolling here, so I don't think you bring in anybody, even if just one runner reaches base. But just in case he gets into trouble. Curveball swung on and missed. And Keefe is ahead of Boyer 0-2. Fastball, ground ball to short. Dark has it, has his time, throws over to first, and there's 1 away. So here's Ray Langford. Oh, and the game is going to take him out there. So the game wants to do the switch. All right, unfortunately, I can't override that because I wouldn't take Keefe out of this game. It may just say that his energy is low, again, because of the 3 days rest thing. But I wouldn't take Keefe out of this game, and apparently Keefe doesn't want to come out of this game either. So Kozlov will come in. Keefe has been on cruise control for the most. I wouldn't have done that, but again, I can't override that, so I'm kind of stuck. And now the game has sat. So now it's put Holland up, and it's sat Romo for Montgomery. All right, I can undo that part though. All right, so Kozlov is going to come in here, take his warm-up pitches to face Ray Langford. Now, if you're the Cardinals, I don't think you're leaving. The Cardinals really don't have a great bench at the stick, though. Tommy Edman, you can use it. If a runner was on, I'd bring Edman in because he's a good bunter and could sacrifice. But I'm actually not sure you take Langford out of this game. For one thing, if you take Langford out, you're putting J.D. Drew into the game, and Drew's been horrendous. So for the Cardinals, I'm actually going to let Langford hit here. So Kozlov will work to Ray Langford. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Hey, Todd, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. Hearing Felix Rodriguez belongs with Cy Young is a phrase I never thought I would hear anybody utter, MB. That's an interesting comparison. Fastball, pulled foul. 0-2 the count as Kozlow works to Langford. Slapped down to third. Lindstrom to his left. Makes the play. No doubles defense. He was hugging the line, but is still able to make the grab and throw out Langford for out number 2. So here's Ripper Collins. Now, Collins has had a terrible series as well. He's really been terrible for the whole postseason. And I don't think St. Louis is going to let him hit here. Oh, not bullpen. What am I doing? Sorry about that. So Collins is going to be hit for. Vince Coleman, terrible against lefties. So really their only option, or you could just go with no catcher. It's not like anybody is going to play for Yachty. But Edman has better numbers anyway against lefties. So Tommy Edman is going to come in to hit for Ripper Collins here. 267 in the playoffs, no homers, 2 RBIs. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Big floating knuckler there from Kozlow. He will break that pitch out occasionally, and it's in for an 0-2 count. (0-2) pitch from Kozlow. Fastball misses up and in. Fastball there is fouled back. So the count stays 1-2 as Kozlow works to Tommy Edman. Fastball misses up and away. 2-2 pitch here from Kozlow. Swung on and missed. He chews Edman up, fans him to end the 8th. So great job from Dave Kozlow out of the Giants bullpen. We head to the 9th in St. Louis. It is nip and tuck here in Game 5. 2-1 Giants. Oh, no, Seagrass doesn't get the call there. I'm sorry, but Hrabosky's been so good. I know it costs me a guy, but I think in this spot, 1-run game, as good as Hrabosky's been, he's got to be your guy here. Yep, and it says he's warm. In he comes. There we go. So Al Hrabosky has yet to allow a run in 4 2/3 in 6 postseason appearances. He's yet to allow a hit to a left-hander. He will face Otten McCovey to open up the top of the 9th. First pitch from Hrabosky. Fastball misses down low. Jesse Haynes back up throwing in the Cardinals bullpen. Cardinals hoping to keep this game a 1-run game and get a crack at Giants closer Al Holland in the 9th. Ott hits this one well in the center, but Edmonds is there, shy of the track. Puts it away for out number 1. So close call there, but Ott is retired. Here's McCovey. McCovey is 0 for 3. He is 3 for 19 in the series. Fastball in for a called strike. We remember, MV, last year's postseason, Holland was terrible. But he's been very good in this postseason. The couple times he's been in. I got to see what the Cardinals lineup. So the Cardinals lineup should be Yachty and then the top. Fork ball there. McCovey swings and misses. Count goes to 2-2. I love that they have that fix the batting gloves animation, even if the guy has no batting gloves. So it looks like McCovey is just stroking his wrists kind of oddly. Foul ball there. The count stays 2-2. Good job there by the ball boy, who looks like he's about 70. 2-2 pitch coming from Herboski. McCovey fouls off the fork ball down low. And now apparently the ball boy is leaving because I insulted him. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. So Herboski comes on, gets Otten McCovey to open up the ninth. Chuck Taylor has been the Cardinals' closer these first 2 years. You might see Herboski take that role next season. Here's Jeff Kent. Kent is 1 for 3. Fork ball in for a called strike. Kent 1 for 3, singled in the 7th. He is now 7 for 16 in the series with a homer and a pair of RBIs. Todd called for security, exactly. Fastball misses away. It's 1-1. Fork ball in there for a called strike. It's 1-2. Crowd on its feet here in St. Louis. Herboski deals. Fastball off the plate. It's 2-2. Fastball misses. The count goes full. Buster Posey waits on deck. Kent pulls this one foul. 3-2 offering coming from Herboski. Ground ball up the middle. Smith lays out, can't come up with it. It's a 2-out single for Jeff Kent. Smith took a dive but was unable to get there. So that'll bring up Posey. Herboski's going to stay in this game. We're not going to get too sucked into the platoon thing. Ground ball to third. Boyer has it. Goes the short way to Hornsby. Kent is forced out, and the side is retired. So the Cardinals with the last chance here. Yadi Molina's due to lead off. Not sure they'll let Molina lead off. Here again, the Cardinals bench. Not great. Here's Al Holland. So they're going for Holland to turn into this one. Hold on one second here. My cable just came. That's not a Wi-Fi thing. That's a me being adult thing. I accidentally disconnected my mic cable. All right. So if you're the Cardinals, Molina's 1 for 2. You don't really have another good bat on the bench other than, well, Walker Cooper, who's the Cooper against lefties. Molina's got a better average against lefties. So, yeah. Now we're going to let Molina... Oh, almost made it so that I was swinging. All right, so Molina will face Holland to open up the bottom of the ninth. First pitch swing, Molina yanks one. What I am going to do, though, is I want to make sure... All right, Montgomery is ready. And I'm going to actually put Romo out there also to warm up. So that the Giants have both their options ready if Holland gets into trouble by the time he gets a little bit later in this inning. But again, Holland has pitched well enough, so realistically, Holland would be given this opportunity just to close it out as kind of Holland or bust. But I want to have other options there just in case things go sideways. Fastball up and in. So Montgomery and Romo both throwing. A nervous MV waits in the crowd. 1-2 the count as Holland works to Molina. Slider inside. Vince Coleman is on the Cardinals bench, who would presumably run for Molina if Molina gets on. Popped up, foul ground. McCovey has it for the first out. So Holland chews up Yadi Molina for out number 1 here in the bottom of the ninth. Ron Jeremy does not look good in orange. Here's Ozzie Smith. Smith 1 for 3. He tripled to lead off this game and scored the first run. So far the only run for the Cardinals. Holland delivers. Fastball misses down low. I don't believe the Braves fans do that animation, Todd. I don't think the game has them doing that. But you know what? I've never really paid attention to it, so I don't really know. They might. I think they might do the chant, but not the chop. But I'm not positive about that. 2-1 the count as Holland works to the Wizard. Smith lines it to right. Ott coming on, gets there for out number 2, and the Giants are an out away from taking a 3-2 series lead. Here's Brian Jordan. Jordan is 0 for 2, a sacrifice fly and an RBI. First pitch from Holland. Jordan slaps it foul. I do apologize. I'm going to have to jump off pretty soon, pretty much right after this game is done. I got to go pick up my son. High fastball. Jordan down the right field line, slices foul. If it goes extra innings, then he'll just have to sit and wait. But if the game finishes, then I'm going to have to get out of here quick. 0-2 count as Holland works to Jordan. Fastball up high, Jordan takes. Waste pitch there from Holland. Rogers Hornsby waits on deck. 1-2 pitch. Saws him off a little bit. Gets one off the end of the bat there. Fooled Jordan badly, but he stays alive. Another 1-2 pitch coming from Al Holland. Swung on and missed. Fastball strikes him out. And the Giants, trailing this series 2-1, have won the last 2 at Busch to take a 3-2 lead, and they are now a game away from a return trip to the World Series. Outstanding pitcher's duel today between Tim Keefe and Dizzy Dean, both on 3 days rest. Both brought their best efforts, but the Giants, the RBI double from Bobby Thompson in the 5th, proves to be the game winner. Keefe goes 7 1/3 innings of 2-hit ball. Allows a run, strikes out 3. Dean was terrific as well, although Dean now falls to 1-3 in the postseason. Holland gets his 3rd save of the playoffs, and the Giants get a 3-2 series lead. Your final line score: 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Giants, 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Cardinals. Both teams scored a run in the first, were unable to cash in much after that. The only run following that, the Bobby Thompson double, that proved to be the game winner. There you see that one. So the series heads back to Candlestick with the Giants in control. Priorities, yeah, exactly, Todd. He can wait. He's young. Not that young. Not like I'm leaving a 5-year-old at the bus stop. Sorry, Cardinals had 2 hits, not 3. So terrific work from Keefe in this one. Well, guys, I greatly appreciate you joining me. Sorry I ended up having to split it between 2 broadcasts. I'll probably link those together later and repost the game for anyone to watch later on who didn't catch it here during the stream. But we'd like to thank Todd MV, whose Giants emerged victorious, our good friend Tim Klee, baseball fan. Dwayne Martz was here as well. Quentin Parks, I know, was in the other broadcast, as was 007. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I might be on at some point later on, depending what the day has in store for me. But until then, I hope you guys all do well, be good to each other, and we'll talk soon. The Giants take Game 5.